Hello, I am back, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in your life. Anyway, yeah, we're playing Bayonetta and something looks not right somewhere. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're not done yet. We're not done. No, we're not done, game, I said. The game just wants to loop that intro, though. He likes it. We only got to chapter 4. We only got to chapter 5, actually. We completed chapter 4, right? Pretty sure we did. Yeah, yeah. We're in chapter 5. Okay. Yeah. I've been playing Bayonetta 2. Not Bayonetta 2. I haven't been playing Bayonetta 2. I've been playing Bayonetta 1. Um, between these. Uh, that game's not as good as the second one. Game's got some problems here and there. It's fine though. I mean, also there's some stuff I just don't like. Like basically all of the secret stuff is just incredibly obnoxious to do. Like the Alfheim is just like half the time just completely impossible. Or they're just asking you to do something that's just not fun. Like, oh, beat this enemy only using like 7 punches and 6 kicks. Also, I am a snake now. There's a mash bee to dash? That's weird. Is it just me, or do her legs look longer in this game than they do in the first? It's probably just me. I mean,
Now why did you have to go and
or
do
probably
that?
something to do with, like, in contrast to her hair, maybe, I don't know.
Wake up. Damn it. Wake up! Enough jokes.
Fine, probably.
Wake up! Whoa!
Haha. What if that had landed on
You
him?
can't let kids' jokes make you that mad. And what about
How many
you?
kids joke about
You really
dying?
think it's safe to play dead with someone who can make you dead? Men like to gamble, love. Risking everything for nothing. Seems about right. I know another little boy just like that. Sounds like my kind of guy. Maybe a bit of a pervert, though.
Who are we talking about? Probably Luca. Seems weird to like vaguely bring someone up like that when it's someone that the other person actually knows. Just turn back into a squirrel, I guess. I wonder if... No, of course not. Thought maybe I could go back into the water or something. I can go into this water, even though I don't want to right now. Right. Gotta remember how this game works. Because I may have forgotten. How do I... Sure. Okay, you just... Okay, right stick. Adjust your height. Yeah, it feels like in the second game they actually want you to do extra stuff, whereas in the first game it's like, no, this, like, literally everything extra is just for the crazy people. Or almost everything. Like, the Alfheims are, like, really hard to find. And then when you do find them, they're, like, completely impossible. Sometimes. Sometimes they're not, but sometimes they are. And then you have to grind forever to get enough halos to buy stuff. Where are you? Oh geez, I can't find it. I have another weapon, don't I? Yeah, I believe I do. Platinum, because I took a little too long. It's because of the water. It's not my fault, though. Yeah, I don't think you can switch weapons underwater, I'm pretty sure. Or it actually might. Who knows, it might actually just... Oh wait, no, you can. I just forgot. The weapon, because it's ZL to switch weapons in Bayonetta 1. Also, the 1 doesn't give you items. They're like, no, don't use those. Like, they're just... There's this whole extra thing. You have to craft them. And yeah, like you have to go really out of your way to get any items in the first game. I mean, you can't craft a whole lot. It's very difficult to... Oh, I guess that would make it easier to move underwater. I probably didn't need to use that whatsoever. Escape, what?
Is that all you've got? Lock off! Lock off!
There we go. I feel like there was something I was going to say, and I forgot completely.
You've been naughty.
I don't know, I got a pure platinum though. Moon Pearl. Everything's just great right now. Why did that sound sarcastic? Why does everything I say sound sarcastic? I don't know. Okay, but you can't transform into a panther underwater even if you're like on the ground. Which makes sense. That'd be kind of weird if you could. Oh, camera. I think that was something I was going to check in the menu or something. It was something. I'm sure. Which is recipes. Hmm? Oh, I have to actually. Does it just make it? Okay, yeah, it basically just makes it. They don't have the whole, like, weird crafting system that they had before. I guess because it was kind of pointless. It was, like, it wasn't hard to do, but it was, like, formatted almost like it was a puzzle. But it's super not, so... I think I missed a verse. I think I only got verse... I got verse 1 and then it skipped to 3. So... And I think this room, if I'm not mistaken, this room is like a boss fight or something like that. And I don't think you, but yeah, I don't think you can get verses out of order. At least that was how it was in 1, but the way they did it in 1 was like if they wanted you to get like if like 2 was hidden, then they'd give you 1 and then they'd lock you out from going back somehow. And then they would I probably have enough to buy something if I can go inside. They would lock you out from going back and then oops. Why do I keep doing these things?
You got halos. I got items. Welcome to the
And then, yeah,
foundation of a
you would have to have gone back already, basically. Is what I'm trying to say. Words. They're difficult to do. Words are hard. Words are hard. I heard apparently Isabel gives like a special message. Why not try it? Where is it? Oh, you're right. Pro controller's weird. Yep. It does. That's something, I guess. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Things are falling. Don't worry about it. These are all the costumes. Charge bullet. Bat within. Bat within is probably something I should have. Because it's, like, really broken. Or maybe not broken, but it's very useful for someone who's bad, like me. Also noticed playing Bayonetta 1 that her walk animation is very strange. Like, I don't know if it seems not as bad here. Yeah, it seems a lot better here, but in the first game, I don't remember what costume I was using, but I think it was like the Peach costume or something. One of the costumes made it really noticeable. Like, it's not as noticeable in a default, I feel like, but like in the Peach costume, it was really noticeable, and it looks weird. Like her legs don't move in a way that seems natural, which I guess is to be expected. When I don't think her proportions are quite totally realistic, but it's fine. So, how are you supposed to turn that otherwise? Because I assume that's not the only way that can be done. Driver of Agony, Pain. Why not?
An infernal?
They don't look like your kind of normal attention. A friend, love?
I think my friends and I might have had a falling out. Why would infernals be after me?
Something's up. The balance of powers that keep things in check don't feel right, does it?
Sure.
Good to know some of you are keeping your part of the contract.
Why? Like, why? What was the point of that? Just to taunt him?
So close. Almost. Lock off.
Okay. There's Bat Within. It helped.
So close. Get up. Excellent. Lock off. Lock off.
I thought I... Well, I did dodge, but I dodged a little too early. There we go. Does she manually decide which, like, hair demon she wants to bring out? Or does it just come out on its own? I assume she decides. Because depending on what she's fighting, it might... Like, I get the feeling you wouldn't be able to fight this with just anything. Oh, and that's... They make that easier to find underwater? Does that little symbol appear over that normally? I don't think it does. Trademark. I'm sure there's something here. Yeah. Has to be. Had to be. Is there... There is a... Control... Okay, ZL is lock on. That was what okay, they swapped R and ZL for some reason. Between Bayonetta 1 and 2. So going between the two is a little confusing.
Is that all you've got? Got you.
Okay, well.
Almost.
Ride? Alright. We did it. We wrote it. Platinum. It might seem like we're doing really well, but we're probably not because we're missing a ton of missions. So, yeah, I don't think it'll let me go back either. I think I'm locked out from going back any farther. I'm pretty sure it doesn't let you do verses out of order.
The bridge to the heavens should be right above us.
Are you sure?
Not really.
Not really,
Put
huh?
those swords on your legs. This
You're
seems...
right.
Just
This is
stab
it.
yourself. She is stabbing herself.
Intuition.
Women's intuition. What kind of silly comic book shit is that? You still don't know a thing about me.
Let's just say I have plenty of experience with nothing coming to mind.
I like how their mouths actually
I spent
move.
500 years not knowing who I was.
I said, let's just say that.
I only found out the truth recently.
You too? Listen, I don't remember a thing. Nothing. I don't even know why I'm so damn sure I need to go to that mountain.
Oh, we're supposed to go upstairs. Why are we standing?
I have to.
Here?
It's all I know. Does that make any sense?
Nope.
Come now, little one. Can't let the girls know you've got a heart.
It's not like that.
If that's all you know, that's all the sense you need. Just believe. That's what I did.
Bayonetta. Let's do it.
I can't. Okay. Looks like I can't run.
Slow down, will ya?
Is there anything? Yep. It looks like they sort of lock you onto this so you can't just fall off. Yep. Because otherwise that would be a little annoying to jump onto. And this is not a platformer, so don't need to make platforming challenging. Why is it? This one's just here. The only enemy is with the time given.
So close. Almost. See ya.
Is there something I have that's making Witch Time not last as long?
So close.
I don't know. I wasn't even paying that much attention to the time, honestly. I just was like, oh, let's just murder them. They actually didn't like how long I took on that, so oh well. In the book, advanced technology. Anything else? Looks like no. And like the little exploration that they require you to do seems a lot like
I think
faster to do.
I remember this.
That makes sense.
Huh?
Like the areas seem more compact. I mean, the areas are pretty compact in Bayonetta 1, I don't know what I'm saying. Why are you here? Is the answer no reason?
You again?
Oh, hey, mouthy brat kid.
So, I see you're acquainted.
How did you get here?
I'm the great Luka. Luca. I didn't go through all these ridiculous ordeals to just randomly show up in opportune places, you know.
See?
Sure.
Risking everything for nothing. Told you I knew someone just like that.
I believe he
So,
knew who you were
what are
referring
you
to.
after this time?
Oh, loads of stuff. For instance, I found this really great place for seafood. They do an amazing sardine meuniere. But more importantly, I'm investigating an old Noah-Toon story known as The Legend of Aesir.
The Legend of Aesir?
And this fairy tale is?
Actually, this might have something to do with you, Bayonetta.
You don't say.
The Legend of Aesir. A legend from the dawn of time. Nobody knows where the world came from. A struggle caused the Trinity of Realities to be split into 3 realms: light, darkness, and chaos. Obviously, our world was the one born from chaos.
Obviously?
The 3 worlds all needed rulers. Most of all, ours. And the one that ruled the chaos became known as Aesir. Aesir spent the first eternity quietly looking upon the earth from his holy mountain. Where we only see reality and make it match our rules of the world, Aesir saw through reality, and those visions became our world. These observations became Aesir's power. Aesir's eyes were truly the eyes that created the world. However, Aesir pitied the humans for their naivete and lack of free will, so the power he wielded was split into 2 equal halves, and entrusted each to humanity's instincts: the right eye of light and the left eye of darkness. By dividing the power of the eyes of Aesir, humans gained free will. They could now choose. With control of the eyes of the world, the eyes that determine destiny, humans could choose their own paths. They awoke to their own identities. Man is but a reed, the most feeble thing in nature, but now we were thinking reeds, and we took our first big step towards grand prosperity. The inheritors of the eyes of Aesir had been granted the power of creation.
The eyes?
Yeah, that made perfect sense. Yep.
That's right. The eyes of the world, controlled by a lumen sage and Umbra Witch.
The eyes of the world?
However, the influence of the right eye, the one controlled by the sages, left this world forever with the death of the final sage.
You messed everything up, Bayonetta. It's your fault.
Occurring right now have something to do with the loss of the right eye?
Wait, what natural
And what will
disasters?
happen to our planet? Those are the truths I'm after.
I don't remember anything about natural
And the
disasters.
truth will always be the truth. So if the truth is here, then so am I. And I think the key to that truth is that mountain, Fimbulventer.
How do you find these things?
I've done my homework. Would you expect anything less from the marvelous, magnificent, magnanimous Luca?
You just murdered him, Bayonetta. Why would you do that?
Bayonetta, get on!
Great. I want that thing. What does this thing even do again? It's a bow. I also would like to be able to shoot though, so. I just realized that torture attack is new, isn't it?
Is that all you've got?
Shit! We're not going to make it!
What exactly is this ball? What's the deal with it? Was it just like an elevator? Or something? Was that what we were using it as? I guess so. So it seems like.
All the luck. I don't have time for this.
Now we're just playing as Loki for some reason.
He's chasing us down. See ya. Crap! Nothing's working.
Where's Bayonetta though? Okay, you can't like double dodge. You kinda can. You can just dodge nonstop.
That was easy.
Got a platinum. Shouldn't have gotten hit
I
though.
can just do something about that.
Action. Oh, okay. I'm unclear on what Loki's abilities are exactly.
So close.
Okay. This is gonna be fun. They're not taking a whole lot of damage. I don't know what they did in this one exactly, but they made it a lot easier to like see attacks. Because I had a lot of times in Bayonetta 1 where I just couldn't see what was happening. And like I would get hit by stuff, and then they're doing like a decent job of like keeping them on screen and also making their attacks visible.
Is that all you've got? Get up! Excellent.
Okay, well one of them's dead. There we go. I don't know what they want with the combo score. Like sometimes I'll just get a bronze and it's like what was I supposed to do there? Well, alright then.
Right. Let's go.
What? We're just
Let's.
we're just not gonna acknowledge that? That clone Loki just like pushed himself off a cliff or whatever? I don't know. That's fine. I think with the like average score, I don't believe it takes, or like your score for the stage. I'm pretty sure it doesn't take your average from like all of the verses. I believe it just what am I trying to say? I believe it just like takes like your time for like and everything for like the whole
Time
stage.
to do business. What's your pleasure?
I don't know why I've been having trouble saying things lately. Really weird. Witch Heart and Moon Pearls. I don't feel like I need those as much as I did before. I get like also yeah, the enemies just don't do as much damage, which is fine. Don't have a problem with that. Wonder if I should. Well, the game wants me to get Stiletto. Fine. I'm not totally sure why they have one for both punches and kicks, but why not? Wait, I can't get that one. Let's get the break dance. Let's do it. Okay. Oh, just get right in there. It would seem there's nothing else here, though. we really wasted no time. Haven't I fought one of these already? Or did I just fight something that looked kind of similar? I don't remember having a giant sword like that. I mean, that's certainly different.
New model, huh? I hope this one lasts a little bit longer.
Yeah, fought something similar. Is it okay? Just surfing.
That's just going to make me take him there. After I've taken care of my business, of course.
Just got that breakdance, but I don't think I can use it here. Okay. Oh.
Is that all you've got? Excellent. Almost. Got you.
Might not have been the time to use that. Okay, that was not great.
So close. Is that all you've got? Smash it!
What, did you just cut the water? How does that work? I don't know. Don't question platinum physics. Yeah, that's all right, I guess. Nope, can't get me. Got a lot of health. Oh. Just counter that, I guess. He wasn't even at. Was he at? No, did he have no health? I don't know.
I don't think you'll be able to get a new one of those.
Just open up a black hole or something? Oh, that was the chapter. I didn't. Yeah, I was like, oh, he's got a lot of health. This boss fight, you know. Why does this boss have so much health? I don't know. Can't imagine why. I thought that was just like a stage boss fight. The Ark. I have no idea how far I played the first time, so that's not what I was doing.
Another failure.
I'm sure I played past
These
this point.
pawns can no longer serve my purposes. Power must be held in my own hands to truly be attained.
I remember getting to like the underworld area. I don't remember what it was called. I don't know.
Who the hell was that?
I think I fought like a giant cube or something, or a ball, or something like that.
Why am I the only one stuck in the drink? Where are we?
Further from the mountain than we started, that's for sure.
I feel like I've seen this place before. At last, you stand before me without escape. This is not your world, and you should not be in it. What was once one must be one once again. You must be turned to nothing.
Is he like shooting himself? Is that what's happening? I don't know what that is.
Little one, are you all right?
Little one?
I'm fine, love. Now I'm sure I've seen this room before. If you're still trying to go to hell, Bayonetta, I might know the shortcut.
Oh?
How?
I'm remembering.
I don't know.
Really am.
Wouldn't the shortcut be like doing something really bad then dying? Wouldn't that be the shortcut?
Time's almost up. Bayonetta, you better start creating miracles.
Well, you were right about the shortcut. But I think they've sent a welcoming party.
Was he right? I don't know. Maybe.
Almost.
Okay, I feel like I'm in a place I don't want to be.
Is that all you've got?
I don't even know what I just dodged. I just like dodge occasionally, like a few times, just throw out a few dodges. Because who knows, I might get hit by something. Yeah, punch that eyeball. Okay then.
So close.
Okay. I think my combo's gonna run out.
Got you.
Or not.
All you've got.
Actually, it seems like it's like maybe infinite in this stage or something. I know they usually make your combo like infinite at points where you can't really keep it going. Like it's like, okay, well you basically just have to dodge attacks right now or something, so we'll just keep your combo.
Got you. Is that all you've got? Almost.
I think even the first game did that.
Got you.
Why is it that I can't dodge that?
Is that all you've got?
I don't think undodgeable attacks are a thing.
Bingo! Is that all you've got?
What if I, like,
Close. Is that all
just
you've got?
punch the missiles? Will that work? Is that something I can do? What it... I don't... Okay. I was trying to just, like, run away, but it wasn't really working. But it's fine.
So close.
It's like the angels use, like, swords and bows and whips and stuff. And then the demons just, it's like, nah, missiles. It'll just shoot her with some missiles.
So close.
Okay, that should end it. Soon, anyway.
Smash it. Fire.
Climax. Yeah, there we go. All that just to pull out one eye.
Here goes.
Yeah, beam struggles, let's go. Oh, I actually had platinum combo in time. If I just didn't get hit, I would have got pure platinum. Is that just the start? I think so. That's kind of weird.
One. Where are you?
Yeah, because last time it was just like... Because that boss was way longer than the last one. And the other one felt like just... Like, that was just part of a level. Or I didn't even bother looking at what that actually was. I guess just halos? Okay, well, I guess that makes sense. You wouldn't get halos from, like, hell. I think there might be something directly behind me. Hatred. I love these edgelord enemy names.
See ya. Rock off. Is that all you've got? Excellent. Rock off.
Okay, I couldn't see what was happening there for a second. I'm surprised I even just dodged that.
Almost. Smash it.
Just wanna... There we go. That was a weird torture attack. Oh right, I completely forgot the like end of battle animation is different here. Was that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Pure platinum. It seems like the combo score is the one that always worries me. Because that's the one that I never know if I did well enough or not. Only deal damage during which time? Alright then. And I've got 2 minutes. That's probably not an issue.
So close.
Bat within is too good.
Is that all you've got? Lock off! Lock. Almost. Bingo! Got you. See ya. Lock off. Is that all you've got? Got you.
Just kill him.
So close. Is that all you've got? Smashing!
Oh no. It's gonna be like the one time I took damage. Come on.
Almost.
There we go. How does the rest of my score look? It's gonna end up being like platinum, platinum, no, gold. Shouldn't, okay. That's fine. Although if I would have not taken that hit, then I would have gotten platinum instead of gold, so I don't know. I basically never do the like weight combos because usually I can just do them anyway. Some other kind of way. Oh, frame drops. And they stopped. That's okay.
Little one. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were the most
Are they just
persistent
flying?
stalker I've met yet.
Is that what's happening right now? Looks like they were just flying, I guess.
And here I thought I was your type. I guess I had you all wrong.
Step away, Umbra Witch. This is not your fight.
Maybe it is.
Actually, it is.
I mean, you are trying to kill me. So...
Lock off! Got you.
Oh no. Oh yeah, that's sort of, you could do that in Bayonetta 1 where like if you had bat within you can get out of like combos that otherwise would just like you'd be stuck in until they were done. Okay.
Excellent. Lock off. So close. Get up.
Okay, I like that. I like that Umbran Climax is just invincible.
Lock off. Is that all you've got? So close. Is that all you've got? Fire! Lock off! Excellent. Almost. Get out!
Sure.
Is that
So I assume when she like summons a demon, she is not speaking gibberish. She's actually like saying the name of the demon or something.
bingo? Lock off! Almost. Smash it! Lock off!
Excuse me? It's fine. I don't actually know what triggered the counter command before, so
So close. Got you. Smash it. Lock off. Lock off. So close. Excellent. Got you. Almost. See ya. Lock off. Lock off. Got you.
there we go. Oh, I guess the angels do have missiles. Just missiles with faces. Yeah. Oh right, we're like inside of a thing. I forgot about that.
Little one.
Oh, he actually did something. The cards worked. It's Raiden.
The right eye.
I love for rules of nature to just start playing. No. I think your combo score is based. I think it's mostly determined by like how much you drop your combo. Oh, I have 100,000 halos. I think I can buy like one of the special items to get like one of the abilities. You know what I mean. I don't think I can get the parry because I think the parry costs 200,000. At least that was what it was in
Time to do business.
Bayonetta 1.
What's your pleasure?
I don't remember if, I don't know if 2 does the same. Accessories, that's what I want. Yeah, Mood of Mahakala is the parry, I believe, anyway. I can't, like, scroll this or anything. Let's try. Yeah. Oh, and you get witch time if you do it at the right time, I guess. Mallet of rewards. When equipped, defeat enemies with torture attacks, have them drop more items and halos than usual. That seems just really good. There was one that I got playing Bayonetta 1 and was just like... I was just like, I shouldn't have done... Yeah, I got... It was the same one. You get health by taunting, and it's like, it's not very good. At least in 1 it was. It doesn't give you a lot of health, and like, taunting just makes bad things happen, so... What is this one? Oh, this makes... Still using the Wii U buttons? I mean, it's the same buttons. Although... There is no white switch, is there? Yeah, no. Yeah, that's weird. Why not? I don't know. If they made it black, it would probably be, if they made all the buttons black, it'd probably be too hard to see, so... Okay. I feel like we're making faster progress this time. I always do it just like a little bit off. I do believe that Radon sells amiibo and other figurines on the side.
Welcome to hell.
It does, it's canon now.
Too late to repent.
These are the gates.
Oh, technically you're putting the amiibo onto the thing, but I don't know what the in-game lore is behind. Like, is Bayonetta handing him amiibo? It's like, oh yeah, it's a good amiibo.
But she'd still
Here,
be
take
alive
this.
if she hadn't wasted her life saving mine.
Huh? Well, she doesn't seem like such a bad friend after all. Fimbulventer can wait for now. I'm opening the gate.
Well, thank you.
Oh, I can't just leave you at a shutter gate after your sob story, love. Besides,
Don got a Funko Pop rack next to the counter.
All right? Let's
No, Radon's a man of culture. Nendoroids
try
only.
to keep up.
Actually, no, he would have a bunch of Bishojo statues. That's what he'd have. Try to keep up. You're moving slower than me. I remember doing this chapter. This looks familiar. Yeah, I definitely went through this area. I mean, really, I guess just having us go to hell was just an excuse to have a bunch of mecha or something. Like, demons are mechs, right? Mechs are demons. Machina is evil. Is this game directed by Waka? Although there aren't enough Dead Albed. There'd be a lot more Dead Albed if this were directed by Waka.
Is that all you've got? See ya!
Oh, okay. Bishojo statues are behind the glass directly in front of them. Gotta make eye contact. Ask about those.
Been naughty.
Why would you need to make eye contact? Is there anything that appeared back here? No. Check. Wait. What? What am I checking? What? Oh, just that. That's the gates of hell. It's a giant upside down pyramid. Why not?
Try to keep up.
Okay, this is not a place you want to be. Oh, can I just fly straight back up? I might have been able to. Okay, you don't lose any health if you fall, which is good, because it's like... Why? Where did Loki go? Wait, why do those ones give me halos? I don't understand.
Not that way.
No, it's the other way though. I gotta find the secrets. Gotta get all the secrets.
Almost. Bingo.
Okay. Enemy is just appearing behind me. I don't like it. Okay.
Is that all you've got?
To be fair, there is the trail, so that wasn't just out of nowhere. This just looks like a bunch of urine. Like I want to say it's like lemonade or something, but no, no, that's urine. That's all right then.
Stop sitting around.
I just went there. I only have oops, only have 7,000 halos, so there's no point really. Wait, there's really like no fight here? Oh, of course there is. No. What am I thinking? A big boss fight here. Yeah, I remember fighting this. Actually, this boss is in the first game, isn't it?
Is that all you've got? Got you.
I mean, I think this boss is also in Wonderful 101 in some form.
Is that all you've got?
Or like something very similar.
Almost. Excellent. So close. Get up. Bingo. Got you. Boom.
Now that I think about it, this boss might also be in Star Fox Zero, maybe.
Almost.
For all I know.
Get up. See ya. Is that all you've got?
This thing gets around, yeah. Platinum really likes it. I might have made most of that up, but I'm like actually pretty certain this is at least in Bayonetta 1. Or something very similar to it is in Bayonetta 1. I mean, really, it's just like the final boss from Okami, I guess. So. No energy, not doing anything. Where was it that Loki went? Just went this way. Okay then.
Try to keep up.
I want whatever that is. Okay. Garden of God.
We need
All of
something
these
else.
things sound like they could be interesting, but I'm not reading them. They could also be not at all interesting because, you know, Platinum. Not exactly known for their stellar writing. That's all. A giant door just for that.
Let's try out this piece.
Oh, that was it. Started firing at nothing. Just hoping to keep my combo going, but it's like, no, there's nothing left. What is that meter? Is that like Loki's health or something? Yep. Oh. Great. That was not a boss. Thought that was going to be a boss for some reason. I mean, I don't know. They had a lot of fanfare with it, you know, appearing, but it just kind of is like, yeah, that thing existed, I guess. Why is the door closed? That concerns me. Nothing happens if I open it again. Okay, it just closed behind. I didn't notice it did that before. Oh geez. What? I don't know.
Stop sitting around.
Excuse me?
Hey, wait.
There we go. Don't know why we needed, like, shards.
Take care of this.
Yeah, let's go. What do I get? I got a moon pearl. Oh, okay then. Let's get it perfect. Oh no. Well, too late. Almost. That last one was like they didn't want you to get that on your first try.
Right then.
Oh, thought that was like a Muspelheim thing. It was not. It's one of those time turner stripper poles. I don't think I need to like rotate this quickly. I'm like doing this like super fast. I really don't have to. I expected that to be something more substantial. I don't know why. Okay then. How exactly... The heart-shaped pattern, that's not the part that seems strange to me. It's really just how did she fire out like 10 bullets at once? I don't know. I guess her gun... I was gonna say you could modify a gun to do that, maybe. You probably can't. You probably can't do that. Would that be legal to do?
Slow down, will ya?
Of course it is. Oh jeez, these attacks are so slow. There we go. Yeah, it's my combo score every time that's like bringing it down. I don't really know what to do about that because I still don't know how scoring on that works. Other than just not dropping the combo. Found a... Wait, I thought that was a bullet. I forgot Angel Attack isn't even in this game. There has to be something in here. Yep. Where are we at? Where are you at? Excuse me. Okay, it's usually the game's good at like showing you where enemies are attacking from and where they are and whatever, and allowing you to see everything, but can get a little iffy when you get underwater. Okay. Portal to the next area. Okay, so I have to go up there anyway. But... Oh geez, camera. It's a little bit too slow to move sometimes. Oh, and that's a full heal too. That wasn't like that before. It was not a full heal. Basically, they made this game easier. And since I'm a coward, I prefer that. There's so many things going on right now. We got Muspelheim. There's a path, there was that thing I need to break. And then there's a staircase up, and then figure it all out. Single combo. Do combo. Okay.
So close.
That's not as hard as it sounds.
Smash it. Got you. Excellent. Lock on.
Basically use your guns a lot, is what they want you to do.
So close. Farmer!
Okay, no, I failed. Getting hit by that like ball sort of screwed up the whole thing.
Is that all you've got? So close. Block off! Bing! Got you!
Where there are more enemies, right? Yeah. It seems to intentionally like keep like one on screen at all times, so you won't just drop your combo while you're waiting for enemies to spawn in.
So close. Got you! Bingo!
There we go. It's weird that the way I have everything set up right now, Bayonetta only uses the swords on her feet. So there's that. It's interesting, but it looks very painful because she literally just like stabs herself when she walks. Okay, he's going up. I want to see what's back here, though. Not this. This too, I guess. That stuff's good to have. But what's back here? Okay, it's just that. Midas's Testament. The foot sword is mightier than the foot pen? I mean... probably? I don't know. You probably... Okay. Well, I'm dead. I died. It would seem. Did they count that as a death? Kinda looked like it didn't. It felt like I needed to do more than just run. And I did, and the dodging just sort of actually slowed me down. So.
So close.
Okay. The death, it keeps counting the time after you die, so there's that. But it didn't count it as an actual death.
Keep up. Here they come.
Almost. See ya. Block off. Get up. Excellent. Over here, mate. Got you. See ya.
Tetsuzanko did nothing. Nope, get out of crow form.
Block off. Is that all you've got? So close.
I guess Loki got hit there.
Smash it.
There we go. It's like I have trouble just running away from an enemy, but then when I have to fight something, no problem, no damage. The only thing that can defeat me is myself.
Take care of this.
Oh, I wanted that. It was probably something good. It was probably health, I bet, since it was red. The last one was purple. Or like a witch heart. It was probably like a max health increase. Only silver?
That performance might make the back page of the classified.
Weird. It was that one death. That was what did it. That one not death. Gates of Hell. I think this might be the point where I stopped before. Maybe.
Time to do business. What's your pleasure?
Oh wait, I can't afford any of those. What am I doing? I don't think he has anything new here. Still just the Daisy costume that I can't afford, and I don't really want. You'll stop, that's basically just the Tatsuzanko. I don't know about the charge bullet, because that seems like that would just really just throw me off. Because I'd like forget I have it. I know you can turn it off, but then why would I even bother having it at that point? I can just buy both of these. Let's try to remember to use them. I don't know what I'm looking at there. I'd know even less. This looks like pretty much the same area. Gotta make use of those assets.
Try to keep up.
Okay then.
Almost.
Off to a good start. That's not what I wanted to attack.
Lock off. Lock off. Is that all you've got?
Oops. I don't know exactly how the that ability works that I just got.
Is that all you've got? Got you.
Oh. These enemies keep dying before I even realize they're anywhere near death. Only silver? That's probably correct, really.
Hey, wait.
If you need to learn how to talk.
Should I use the taunt more? For entertainment purposes, not for practical reasons.
Excellent. Almost.
I knew that was gonna happen.
So close. Got you. Smash it. Is that all you've got?
Actually, is this the same as that enemy from the first game that just like auto taunt? Wait, that's not from the first game. What am I saying?
Got you.
I don't know. Everything's blending together and falling apart. I was going to say, is it the same as the enemy from the first game that just like taunts all the enemies? Oh, well, don't use that. Torture attacks take too much time. Oh, I can actually skip that now.
Almost. Get up. So close.
Pretty sure, yeah, witch time doesn't slow the timer down at all. Okay, yeah, that's difficult. But these failures don't count as deaths, so... Oh, jeez. Also need to not get hit so much. That's probably not helping.
See ya. Almost. Got you. Smash it. So close.
I wonder if I need to go for him first. He might be giving them like extra health or something. I'll try it. Oh, and I can also just hit them while they're spawning in.
Got you. Almost. See ya. So close. Got you.
Oops. I really, really don't want that.
Fire.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I think I'll try one more time and I might have to just... I might have to just pass on this one. I can't do it this time.
Almost. Excellent. Is that all you've got? Knock off. Almost. So close.
Okay, that's 5 seconds to kill this. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah. I wonder if, I don't know. There's probably like an easy way to do that, but I don't know what it is. Wait, what is... Oh, note. For a second it looked like it was going to let me go back there. It did not. Oh man, the walls. The pillars. Those aren't walls. I mean, they're kind of walls. Like really thin rectangular walls? Wait, so walls? I just described a wall. In case you didn't know what a wall was. Sort of, I don't know. I don't know why. I almost just instinctively skipped that. Oh no.
Is that all you've got?
Oops. Okay, he really doesn't like me hitting him. What was that? I like didn't even think about until just now the fact that he's fighting with me. Oh, I can just do that mid-combo. I didn't realize I could do that.
Is that all you've got? So close.
That was like nowhere near hitting me. Or it didn't look like it anyway. Maybe it would have. I mean, it's a good thing the dodge is also generous, so... There we go.
Not bad.
There's a shop here, and a crow. And I don't really have enough to buy anything. Or I might, but not anything really worthwhile. Okay then. This weapon is super busted. That's fine. That's totally fine. Okay. Oh no. And well.
Your turn.
Got you. Almost. Got you. Excellent. Lock off. Is that all you've got?
Oh, okay. He does two of those.
Almost. Fire. Get up.
And it's... What is this? This looks like something straight out of Monster Hunter. Which I'm fine with. Well, not really. It doesn't. Not really. I'm not really fine with it. No, that's not what I bet. It doesn't really look like something out of Monster Hunter. I don't know. When are we getting robot monsters in Monster Hunter? Let me fight a mecha. Let me pilot a mecha. Did I kill it? Now I did. Just... Wait, how does that... never mind. I was gonna say, how does that equal out to gold? But for some reason, my brain interpreted that as 3 silvers.
You know, love, you're probably the only person on the planet who says go to hell and means take me there.
I suppose you're right.
I think I've done my job here. Time for me to hit the road, love. Things to do and all.
The world is dark and full of terrors, you know. No place to be alone.
What are you on about, love? You should be happy I helped you this long.
Where are
I have
you
to get
planning
the
on
thing
going?
better.
No, you will stay right here. I can't focus on what I need to do here if I have to worry about you off on your own. Come now, Lydia. I'll take you to Thimbleventer after we finish my business.
Yeah, great plan, love. You can't be on your own, so let's go into the depths of hell. Go save your friend. I'm out of here.
I said no.
You have to murder him.
Listen, mate. 1, the mask is shit, okay?
I mean, the mask is pretty
And
cool.
2, get out of my way.
I don't know.
Your sins must be punished, Loki.
What? Who are you?
You pretend to forget me.
No, he probably actually forgot you.
Yet even if your memory may now be lost, the remembrances of time...
So you're aware that he did actually forget you,
Am I wrong, Lumen?
but somehow that means he forgot. He pretend. Never mind. I don't know.
Oh, wait. I'm the one you've been trying to kill this whole time?
I thought that was obvious.
I am who you shall face. You will return
Fight
what
the
is
ghost.
rightfully mine. What I should never have lost. The eye.
Are you planning on ripping her eye out of her face?
Child or not, you will see no mercy, Sovereign One. The sins you have forgotten are timeless. Now, remember them as you stare upon my face.
Sorry, mate. Nothing comes to mind. But now that I know that mouth of yours works, maybe you could jog my memory a bit.
Okay. Is there something special about his face? I'm gonna say no. Probably not. How exactly do we fight this, like, astral projection? How does that work? Also, how do I poison him? How does... I don't know. Although I'm not actually sure how the bow works exactly. You could play this game mostly with one hand, sometimes. I know what I said. I may not have thought about it as I was saying it, but I'm aware of what I... Oh, God. What I meant is you in a lot of cases, you barely really need to touch the left stick. Because, like, dodging and everything will just, like, dodging and attacking will just, like, home you in the direction you need to go, or whatever. I'm taking too much damage. His attacks are really fast, is probably why I'm taking so much damage.
Is that all you've got?
My damage rating is gonna be really bad.
Is that all you've got? Almost. So close. See ya. Got you.
There we go. Oh no.
Hey, wait!
Umbra Witch. Is that the limit of your power? Did you never open your eyes to your true potential? You are no left eye, but you may still forfeit it, like a lady.
That doesn't sound
No lady
right.
would ever hand anything to a man who chases after little boys.
Very well.
I mean, maybe some handcuffs
If you will not listen,
or something.
then you will see.
I don't know, something like that.
See a power beyond time.
What is the meaning of this? You said this was to stop the witch's rebellion.
I wonder if they're speaking a real language or if it's just nothing.
Enough of your empty words.
Balder! This war is not your doing.
No, it is not. I was deceived. Deceived by the light. Rosa, I'm so sorry. Please, please be still. I will save you.
Are we gonna have to fight this thing or something? Probably not. But maybe. Probably not, though.
The eyes shall remain Rosa. Rosa. Stay with me now.
I don't understand.
20 years since I last saw you. But I kept it safe all this time. The present you gave me. The symbol of our love. Your face will be the last thing I see. Thank you.
Rosa. Rosa. Please. Don't speak. I will save you. It's still not too late.
Balder, take care of Cereza. Watch over her. See to it no harm comes to her. When the time comes, our dear sweet child will be the one. One to awaken and inherit the eyes of the
Rosa. Rosa. No. Rosa! Rosa!
And then he was abducted by aliens. What?
Mummy.
Is she sweating or is that just
What was
rain?
that?
A vision of truth. A remembrance of time.
Lies.
You possess the left eye, do you not? You are an overseer. See the truth. See with the left eye of darkness.
Why was it zooming in on our right eye?
Bothersome pests.
Little one! Damn it! No choice but to jump! Bayonetta! Let's go!
That's not jumping, I don't think. Does that qualify as jumping?
That was unexpected. But no bother. The return of the eyes is simply a matter of time.
Silver... Wait, is that silver damage? That's not as bad as I thought it would be. Silver
That
overall.
performance might make the back page of the classified.
Should see me playing Bayonetta 1 and I'm just getting stone awards all day. It's kind of ridiculous. I think this game's just easier though. I think like this game's hard mode is more like Bayonetta 1 normal. And the depths, 45,000. Yeah, that's fine. I'll wait until I have another 100,000 to go back to the shop, I think.
Jean.
Did I play? I have no idea where I stopped because this looks vaguely familiar as well. Overseer of Inferno. Muspelheim over here. Ooh, these are getting to be maybe not doable. All enemies, which time cannot be activated.
Almost.
I don't know why I'd attempt to activate it then.
Block off. Block off.
Okay, this is a big ol' mess.
Almost. Bingo.
Okay, I can't believe I did that in one try. I mean, I can. I can believe it. But not really, though. Stone. Oops. Yeah, fighting without witch time is really weird and jarring. Thought I dodged that. I did not.
See ya. So close. Block off. Block off. Fire. Block off.
I don't think I need that right now. There's a chest over there. What's over here? That looks like that leads somewhere. I don't even know what that thing does. I think it like does damage to like all the enemies on screen or something, doesn't it? Not a big fan of commands where it's like, okay, wiggle the stick back and forth. Like rotating the stick isn't great, but like wiggling it back and forth, like from like left to right, is worse. I think she was like in the middle of canceling out of a Tetsuzanko, and that just looked a little weird. That looks like another one that I don't even recognize. I assume that was optional, right? Just to get that, record. Bird. I want the bird. Gotta catch the bird, Bayonetta. You did it. Got the bird. Oh, okay. Okay, I can't like dodge or attack or anything. It's weird that I can't even shoot. I just have to stay out of the way. All right then. That's just mean. Okay, that was almost pure platinum. That's a spider. It's a big old spider. I didn't even I couldn't even read that entire name.
Almost. Block off.
Yeah, it's a big spider. Got a big spider butt.
Got you. Block off. So close.
I really hope none of the viewers are afraid of spiders. But I'm sure everyone's fine. Oh no.
So close.
And there's a bunch of little spiders too.
Is that all you've got? Block off. Block off. So close. Almost. Is that all you've got? So close.
Oh, okay. It's fine, just dodge the explosion.
Is that all you've got?
Okay, just killed itself, I guess. Oh, I almost got pure platinum on that one too. Now that I think about it, this area looks familiar too. I don't know how far I played into this game. I really don't know. Something different about this tree compared to the other plants in Inferno, and base with chunks of glassy red core. Asking me to prove my strength. Punch it. Punch it real good. Is that a tree? That just looks like a big centipede. Maybe I never actually stopped playing. Maybe. I know I never finished this game. That much I remember. But I do not remember where I stopped. But I keep seeing things that look familiar. 50,000. I mean, I really just want the Moon of Mahakala, but why couldn't this be like Transformers, where they just make it super easy to get the parry and everything? They actually just get like every like actual like ability. It's like really easy. And you'll like probably just get all of them before you even finish the game, and that game's really short.
Is that all you've got?
These enemies just get stranger and stranger. Swindler of progress. That's alright. Oh, okay, okay then. Yeah, I guess that that qualifies as a swindler of progress. No. Away. That's not good. Great. That's my first death.
The shadow remains cast.
I don't know how you're supposed to dodge that attack once he like turns you into a child, but sure. Because she's very slow and dodging just makes you fall over, so. Okay, well, there it goes again. Umbran Climax takes you out of it. Why not?
Is that all you've got? Almost. Got you.
Okay. He doesn't really do it more than once if you kill him fast enough, so. But that death is going to, like, cause, like, a ridiculously heavy penalty. Like, I think for each death, it straight up just drops your overall rating by, like, one whole grade. I think. I don't know. That might be completely incorrect. I basically just made that up. But that's what it feels like it does. Got 2 of 3.
Is that all you've got?
Okay, you can also dodge that. It just seemed like it didn't work last time.
So close.
Oh no. That's not.
Almost.
Combo score just gets worse and worse. Oops. No, I didn't want to go back up there. I don't know, for some reason I thought there might be something right over there. I don't know why I thought that. Another one of those here. But I assume there's yeah. That. And there's whatever is beyond. Don't get hit. Well, alright then. Dude, super easy.
Is that all you've got? Excellent.
Well. This one's more straightforward, at least, than like the one where it's like you get time for each one you defeat, and you know. Maybe I should just like taunt him, because why not? See what happens.
If you need to learn how to talk to a lady, ask your almost. So close. Got you.
I don't actually know what taunting does.
Almost. So close. Smash it.
There we go. Super easy. Easiest game I've ever played. Taunting boosts confidence. I mean, clearly it does something. But I don't know exactly what. This is a long path. Leading to another one of these. Okay, so maybe I should have went on the other path first. Although they're probably not gonna... I assume they're not gonna lock me into progress. Embracer of Extremes.
Is that all you've got?
All of these have very interesting names.
So close. Fire Hallelujah.
Oh, okay. Wait, how is it not dead? It just regenerates from that? I guess they figure it's like you'll be able to torture attack it at the start. So we need to have some sort of explanation for how it can survive. Even though the attack is most likely going to dismember it. Okay. Okay. This one's gonna be something. Nope. Please get it. Please. Nope. Stop that. We can still do it. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully. And there's one along here and then one at the end. I think we got this. Or not, because sometimes the ones in the air just don't behave properly. Got this. No problem. No problem whatsoever. Should have taunted beforehand. Taunt before doing this thing is not even combat related. Oh, right, there's the other path. I'm gonna go on that first, since I'm already here. I assume that's like a side path of some sort. Yep. This guy again.
Is that all
Taunt him. Why am I gold?
Almost.
I pressed the wrong thing. I used an item I didn't mean to use.
So close.
It's down on the D-pad to taunt.
Dreadful. So close. Is that all you've got?
I think it like increases their damage and maybe makes them more aggressive. And then it does something else, which I'm not sure. Increases your score or something. Three of 3. I did it. No idea what I got, but I did it. I don't think I even finished exploring this path either. Hey, got a full heart. Just attack it with a bunch of... Actually, I was gonna say birds, but I don't know what those are.
So close. Got you.
Is there any way to use the Tetsuzanka without it also doing a Wicked Wave?
Excellent. Got you.
Excuse me?
Fire.
You have to like breakdance before? No. How do you... Okay, because I was wondering how you did that move. I also bought that ability in Bayonetta 1 and could not figure out how to do it for some reason. Oops. I see a red spot over there.
Why, if it ain't Bayonetta, fancy finding a witch like you in a place like this.
Rodin, don't tell me you came here to rescue me, like some kind of knight in shining armor.
Rescue? Do I look like the rescuing type?
Maybe.
If you were to kick the bucket here, I'd be all over your soul like a hungry hyena. go easy on you guys. So let's have some fun.
Great. I'm okay with this.
Is that all you've got? See ya! Santana! Smash it! Get out!
Jeez. He just murders all of them. I don't even want that weapon, honestly. It's not very good. Most of them aren't very good. I know Rodon is playable in multiplayer. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure he's not unlocked by default, though. I don't remember how you actually unlock him. This is too much.
Is that all you've got?
Why does Rodon do so much damage? What is happening?
We're here,
That was free.
and so is my target by the looks of it.
Jean, there she is.
Hold up. You're not seriously thinking of getting between a man and his next payday. Chill, Bayonetta. Don't go shooting up my target, you dig? I need that one intact.
Only took a little bit of damage. Did I do all the missions? I did all of them but one.
That performance might make the back page of the classified.
There was that one time that I just like jumped up to to the thing, you know, to like 100,000 halos, but that didn't happen this time. It's not happening again. How did I get so many before? I don't know. Let's do chapter 11.
Susani, Olag, Bagle Olag Babylon F, Donasto Gamata Tastos de la Sod P.
I came to pick up a friend. It's almost her curfew.
Halara Clear, Coronzon, Mua, Crip O'Cram.
Don't believe you.
Madrid. Tilgav Rivs Admach, Amd Gefa, Zax Katsp, Old Und Uklin. Babylon Apakna Niso, Nene Banglasti Founds Nunkf, Prinsar. Nunk Vipuran Galvan, Cures Tlasad P.
Are you still going to forgive me my trespasses now? What are you going to do without your precious palace?
For a second I thought we were fighting Madame Butterfly. I was really confused.
Kassam Nunkf, Baboan Aran Madama Butterfly.
I think it might be a real language.
Las Madama Butterfly. Natba Katzba, Zerdo Umf.
I don't know what language it is.
Good thing the three of us girls enjoy a good cat fight.
Perf dementia.
Madama Butterfly, O Cosp Nunk, Kwasai Oz, Nunk Utong,
I almost wonder if it's just like reversed or something.
I don't know what you did to piss her off, but whatever it was, nice.
I'm pretty sure I fought this boss too.
Almost.
I know I've seen it.
Is that all you've got? So close.
Okay, she's very aggressive.
Is that all you've got? Get out! Bingo! So close. Lock on!
Did you just parry me?
Get out! See ya! Got you!
Oops.
So close. Got you. Is that all you've got? Got you. Smash it. So close. Get out. Is that all you've got?
I tried it. It didn't really do anything.
Almost.
Just break dance on it. Do it. That's a bad idea because you're like stunned at the end of that move.
Get out. Bingo. Got you. Almost. See ya.
Maybe try it again, but do it good next time. Nah. Okay. I hope this person isn't like important or something. They're gonna kill her and like cause some kind of major issues with the ecosystem or something. I don't think these types of demons usually work that way.
Then it's going to be a bloody coronation. Now, release my Umbran sister.
Okay. I was waiting for her to attack. I didn't know what she was gonna do. Oh. That seems like something you don't want to get hit by.
Excellent. Got you. Lock off. Is that all you've
I keep activating the crow form by complete accident. Yeah, let's go. Oh, you know what? I just realized I never went to the shop last time after getting that record. Maybe I should use one of these. Maybe. Okay. Let's just do it.
Is that all you've got? See ya!
Yeah, let's go. Just realized it does no damage. It's just a phase transition.
Is that all you've got? Got you! Is that all you've got? So close.
I don't think I want that. Probably not. You did it.
Jean,
Probably. Did something. Just. Oh.
Damn, woman. I thought I told you to chill. You got more important shit to do than dealing with this monstrosity.
Jean. Jean, get up.
Did you have no
You're going to be
plan
late.
for what you would
John?
do when you found her?
It's time. Get up. Please, Jean. Wake up.
Although I suppose Rodin should have explained that part, maybe.
Jean.
Cereza.
What do you need? A wake-up kiss or something? You never were much of a morning person, were you?
This is... Cereza. You came here to rescue me? Are you insane?
You took the words right out of my mouth. Let's go.
What words? Were you going to tell her you're insane?
What's happening?
You need to get back to your body and get some rest too.
I feel like she's gotten a lot of rest. I don't know. Get some rest after you've been dead.
Careful, Cereza. Something big is going to happen to our world.
I know. Just go home. And no stopping or turning around along the way.
I thought I'd fucked up my business. Gotta hand it to you. This is quality. The perfect palette for an artiste. Now, time to do my dirty one.
Here's
Is this like how he makes weapons or something?
So that's how that works. Well, not very romantic.
Got a nice glow about it, don't you think? As for its power, well, you don't need me to explain the finer points of fucking shit up, do you?
Little one!
Got them all lined up waiting to be saved, huh? Don't forget about your new toy.
Wait, he turned her into a horse? I don't know. That's fine. Wait, the chapter was called
Back page of the classified.
Inferno and its ruler. So was she the ruler? Was Rodan the ruler? I don't know. Am I the ruler? Got a whip. Now I can become Wonder Pink. Illumin Sage. I should definitely go to the shop now. Since they just gave me 20,000 halos just for beating
Another
those.
LP. No rest for the wicked. Even if I am jollier than the average demon. But no need to pity me. I was bored anyways. Be right back. This one's gonna be fun.
I wonder if I'm gonna find out that I actually finished this game
Like this for a while.
and just
Ta-ta.
didn't and just forgot. Because I've yet to see anything I completely don't recognize. Outside of just stuff I just forgot about.
Damn. Some of these fools are really about that life. Had me working overtime to knock this one into shape. Off you go.
Alright, we got chainsaws. Platinum ticket? Oh no. Oh no. Isn't that the thing where you get that and it's like, hey, you're gonna fight? Yep. You can fight him. Yeah, we're gonna not be doing that probably. Don't expect to see that. This one just auto triggers witch time, right? Isn't there another one that I really wanted outside of? Oh, outside of the parry. Because I can't afford the parry. Why is it 200,000? I don't know. And to be an affront to other worlds, summoning opponents throw air their wrath. Activate just by being equipped. Does it just taunt every enemy all the time? The red, isn't that? That's what happens when you taunt them, right? Yep, just auto taunts enemies. And this one makes it so you don't get witch time, but you get something else instead. just makes them explode. Why not? And I tried this one, but it was like when low on vitality.
talk to a lady, ask your mum.
Okay,
If
so
you
it
need to
could.
learn how to
It's
talk
not
to a
very
lady,
good.
ask
And
your
in a
husband.
real fight, they wouldn't just stand around and wait like this, so.
Dreadful. If you need to learn how to talk to a lady, ask your mum.
Yeah. That doesn't seem to have improved much. Sorry, attacks that we have before breaking up. Press and hold XA with at least 4 magic gauge orbs full. Wait, what? Breakdance will totally stunlock this thing. So... Okay. I'm trying to activate it right now, it won't. Oh, well, hold it, right. I guess that... Maybe learn to read, and then, you know... Yeah, stay in school, kids. I think this is the same thing, just... It does damage instead. So it just does, like, extra damage on top of what you would normally do. And this is auto witch time. Wait. Does it also... Do you also avoid all damage? Or is that just... I can't tell. I'm just not taking... Okay, I'm not taking damage. I'm pretty sure you still take damage. That invincibility one seems alright. The auto witch time I feel like would just throw me off, maybe. But maybe I should just get it. Because I'm bad. I would totally just forget that I even have that. Okay, so wait, I don't. Is this all of the weapons, or just? I guess it's just all the ones that have alt versions. Okay then. There's nothing else I can buy. We don't have time. We don't quite have time for another mission. I mean, we do, if I really want to, but I'm not going to. Not right now. It does autosave, right? I don't have to do that. Or am I a crazy person and I totally do? No, I don't think I have to do that. This one doesn't even have a manual save option. Let's do tag climax. Let's do it. Let's be Star Fox.
The right eye for talent.
I haven't even tried these. Oh, I never used that one. I forgot I even had it. Let's do that and put whips on my legs. So what's some of that? Oop, accessory one. Oh. Sure. Forgot this game had online multiplayer. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's a little strange.
Shall we?
Oh, I can't
Got
change.
the right eye for talent.
I can't actually change the character. You... Silver. Let's go. I mean, it's weird enough that this game has any sort of multiplayer, let alone online multiplayer. Although, I mean, given the nature of it, it basically has to be online, so... Fury. Let's go. Let's go, Fox. Hit him with the chainsaws. Have a co-op request. How do I do that again? I'm gonna just stick with all of this. Gonna stick with these weapons that I've never used. And, you know, it'll be fine. It'll all be fine. It won't be fine, though. Maybe selecting hard mode also was a problem. Who knows? I love the lock-on. Wait, are we both wearing the Star Fox outfit? I just realized that. I think Umbran Climax activates for both players. Oh my god. But yeah, this mode is where you can play as like Jean and Radon. I don't think you can play as them in single player anyway. You might, maybe you can actually, but I'm pretty sure you can only play as them in this mode. And I don't actually know how you do that either, or how you unlock them. Strange thing to ask for Bayonetta, but how's the netcode? It's fine, honestly. Since you don't really need to interact with the other player, it doesn't... I mean, I remember it being fine on Wii U too. It wasn't a problem. I think. I don't know. I didn't play a ton of it, but I don't remember it being an issue. I won again. That one was fast. Let's do... I can't do that one. Gravitas. Okay. Well, there goes. There's the auto witch time. I'm actually losing this time. the rescue. And I clutched it out. Did it. Clearly, I'm the greatest Bayonetta player in the world. Can't tell me I'm not. You can, but I will ban you. And then what would happen if I told myself I'm not? Do I ban myself? Can I do that? I probably can.
So close.
If mods can do it, I can probably do it. That'd be weird. I wonder if mods can ban me. It might actually not allow me to ban myself.
Is that all you've got? Is that all you've got?
I've got Umbran Climax ready again already. How did that happen? Oh, we killed it. Only gold that time. Everyone on Twitch should ban themselves at the same time. I mean, you can only ban yourself from one chat, so it wouldn't do anything, I don't think, but you know. Like, you couldn't ban yourself from all of Twitch. That's impossible. Oh, excuse me? Wombo combo. Attack is super amazing. I like this weapon set. I mean, I win again. I don't know if you lose halos if you lose. I don't know what happens. Maybe you do. I'm not sure. Pain. Let's go fight Pain. And I think if you die, then you get like a point penalty or something, so. It seems weird to me that Bayonetta is dressed as Star Fox but transforms into a panther. She should be dressed as Panther Caruso. Oh, okay. Okay. Rough times. Rescue me. You did it.
Is that all you've got? Almost.
Yeah, you did it. Made a comeback right at the end. Proud of you. We did it. We made him better. It's all because of me. He's got 96,000 halos for that. I'm pretty sure those transfer over to single player. Oh, and there's
Like my new
a platinum trophy in case you're wondering what that looks like. I actually have no idea what the bronze one looks like. Friend request. I love that feature of just send a friend request. Just I don't know. Every like fighting game should just have that. I have no idea what this is. I assume like some sort of extras thing after the game. I don't know. Make a friend playing Bayonetta. Yeah. Yeah. Fighting games should do that. Send a friend request even after a rage quit. Just send a friend request. Oh no. I mean, you could just do that if you wanted to. Someone rage quits on you, send a friend request to them every time. They're probably not going to accept it, but I mean, because they're going to be real suspicious. Like, what are you doing? Why are you sending me this friend request? What are you planning on doing to me? But I mean, who knows? Maybe you won't do anything. If you're a good person, you won't. I don't know. Since like on PS4 at least, I think you have to be friends with someone to be able to send them messages and stuff. So that's probably what they would assume you're doing. But yeah. So that's the stream for today, though. Wait, did I do the Halo? Okay, yeah. For a second, I thought I said I had 9,000 Halos and not. I was like, wait, don't they transfer over? They do. But yeah, that's it for today. So yeah. We could maybe finish next week. I really don't know how long this game is. I don't remember how many chapters there were in the first game either. So, um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe next week. Maybe it's a possibility. So,
Bayonetta.
look forward to that. I don't know. We'll be playing more next week. I'm sure we'll at least be beyond the point where I stop playing. So, at least there'll be that. Not that it matters because it's not like I remember much from the game anyway. So, yeah. But yeah, tomorrow is Thursday, correct? Yeah, Thursday. Tomorrow's Dragon Ball. Yeah, that's we're probably not finishing that story mode tomorrow. I would guess probably next week is probably when we'll finish the story mode finally. We'll finally unlock Android 21. But not tomorrow. That unless 21 story is way shorter, which I don't think it is. It could be, but I don't think it is. Yeah, and then we'll do something of hopefully some actual substance also. Unlike, wait, was that last week where we just did nothing because nothing worked? I think that was last week. No. Last week. No, that was the week before. Last week we did nothing because no reason. And then we switched over to Monster Hunter. That was last week. Maybe we'll just switch over to Blanca halfway through the stream. Like 2 ranked matches, that's fine. Let's play Blanca now. No, I'm not doing that. I won't do that.
Bayonetta.
But that's enough of the title screen. So yeah, that's it. Dragon Ball tomorrow. I'm not even gonna bother talking anymore about what's next week. You already know, or maybe you don't. How far did I update the schedule? I didn't put anything for Tuesday yet. It's not on there. I already said it yesterday, but it's not on the schedule. I'll do it. I'll do it eventually. I have things to do, though. I don't know. This was a mistake. This was all a mistake. But you know, mistakes turn into miracles, and miracles, dude, are good. I have nothing.
No one said
I'm
you
not a
could
smart
touch.
person. So goodbye.